All right, let's just jump right into this. What we're looking at today is, well, it's a blog, but it's not just any blog. This thing feels like a direct feed from a human brain that's been hardwired into the internet for years. It is chaotic, it's full of contradictions, and honestly, it might be the most perfect snapshot of a modern, algorithm-shaped mind I've ever seen. So our job today is to try and reverse engineer it.
So to really get a feel for this, I want you to imagine you're scrolling through this person's feed. First up, you get a post about conspiracy theories surrounding the Vegas shooting. Okay, and then, boom, the very next thing is a highlight reel from a wild stand-up comedy show.
Which is immediately followed by, a casual theory about how the moon is actually a secret prison for human souls.
And right after that cosmic revelation, here's 21 straight minutes of super clean, family-friendly comedian Nate Bargatze. And to top it all off, a deep, deep dive into the cult of Pythagoras and its connection to flat Earth theory. Okay, stop. Just stop for a second. If you're feeling some serious mental whiplash, good, you're supposed to. That's what this blog feels like every single day.
So what on earth is going on here? I mean, your first instinct is to just call it pure, unfiltered chaos, right? But we're not going to do that. We're going to treat this like a puzzle. We're going to try to find the logic hiding inside this digital fever dream. And right away, you notice this blog has a serious split personality. On one side, you've got what you could call high strangeness. We're talking the Epstein saga, flat Earth, live debates on communicating with the dead. But then on the other side, it's completely normal mainstream entertainment, stand-up comics like Matt Rife, podcast drama, even classic indie music. And these two worlds aren't just on the same blog. They're posted right next to each other, sometimes just minutes apart.
And the sheer scale of it all, it's just mind-boggling. This is not a post-a-day kind of blog. We are talking about 4,899 posts just in 2024 so far. That averages out to dozens of posts every single day. So when you hear that term, chronically online, this is what it looks like. It's a full-time job just sifting through the internet.
Okay, so we've got the what down. It's this massive, high-speed collision of the weird and the normal. So now we can dig into the why. Is there some kind of logic to this? Is there a human algorithm running in the background, a pattern hidden in all that noise? And this, right here, this is the big question. It's really easy to see how an algorithm like YouTube's would show you one comedy clip after another. But what kind of human logic, what internal thought process, draws a straight line from a stand-up routine to the ancient teachings of Jewish mysticism? What's the connection there?
Well, it turns out the author of this blog didn't just leave a trail of breadcrumbs for us. Nope, they left us the key. They gave us the legend for the map, a genuine Rosetta Stone that lets us finally translate this chaos into a language we can actually understand. And they gave it a name. They call it the Interest or NATO, and that's exactly what it is, their own hand-drawn map of what they're into. This isn't a feed that some platform is force-feeding them. This is the personal algorithm they built to shape their corner of the internet. This is the aha moment where it all starts to make sense. And the Interest or NATO isn't just one giant blob of chaos. It's actually built on four main pillars. You've got esotericism and spirituality. You've got technology and futurism. Then there's culture and theories. And finally, creative pursuits. All of a sudden, the chaos starts to look, it starts to look organized. And once you look inside these categories, everything we saw before just clicks into place. All those flat Earth posts, they fall right under culture and theories. The stuff about Gnosticism and Hermeticism, that's esotericism. And the endless stream of YouTube clips, that's filed under creative pursuits, because it's an interest in YouTube content creation. It's all connected. But it goes even deeper than that. This isn't just some casual list of hobbies. The author is treating this whole thing like a serious research project. This feed isn't just a random collection of stuff. It's a structured quest for knowledge. And here's the proof. For a topic like esotericism, the author literally made their own mind map. They've broken it down systematically. Western traditions, Eastern traditions, magical practices, different systems of divination. This is the evidence that behind that crazy, chaotic homepage, there's a very methodical mind at work, building a personal library, trying to organize the infinite internet into a curriculum of their own making. Okay, so let's pull all this together. Why should we care about this one person's extremely weird blog? Because it's more than just a blog. It's a blueprint. It's a ghost in the machine showing us how we all, in our own ways, are learning to curate our own realities. And here it is, the single most important takeaway. This blog is a handmade algorithm. Think about it. We live in an age where these giant, invisible corporate algorithms decide almost everything we see. And here's one person who has basically taken the steering wheel back. They've built a bespoke reality for themselves, one post at a time, from that overwhelming fire hose of information that is the internet.
And for the author, this whole project isn't just about bookmarking cool links. It's clearly something much, much deeper. I mean, look at this quote from the blog. It's about a personal, almost spiritual journey to find meaning, to decode the universe by collecting all these different stars and symbols.
Which leaves us with one last question to chew on. We've just spent all this time mapping out one person's very unique, very specific personal algorithm. But as you look at it, at this weird mix of deep conspiracies and silly comedy clips, of spirituality and pop culture, ask yourself, is it really that weird? Or is it maybe just a mirror? A reflection of the strange personal algorithms that we are all building for ourselves every single day we're online?